Hello, and welcome to Gamer Premonitions. FABLE. It's just called FABLE. We can't even say the year yet, or can we? If you've never watched an episode of Gamer Premonitions before, what's going to happen is the three other gamer psychics I've gathered will tell you details about this upcoming video game. We have with us Bob.
You're not ready.
Dr. Agro.
The future is but a shadow of the past moving backward.
And Chris Wolfhard.
There is no one exception timeline for this game.
I'm your host, Dan Video Games, and let me tell you, magic is no fable. We have gathered to talk about this exciting, massive, tentpole release from Xbox Game Studios and how it's going to change the gaming landscape forever. The structure of this show is each of us is going to tell you one thing about the upcoming game across 4 rounds with a lightning round of questions in the middle. So, let's get it started. Dr. Agro, tell us about FABLE.
Peering into the might-be's and probably shalls of this game has been a harrowing experience. So many revisions, so many altered timelines stacked one upon the other. I have pulled from many possible futures, not knowing which is more likely than the other. The medieval fantasy aesthetic lasts for about 4 hours at the start of this game before the art style dramatically changes as the player character is abducted by a spaceship called the Mayflower bound for Proxima Centauri. On board, the player must ally with one or more of 3 competing factions to fight against computer control, cancel culture, and foster some kind of vague social revolution in a battle that has fine people on both sides.
Jesus Christ.
Come on.
I can't believe this happened twice. Oh my God. Agro, what could have led to such events occurring?
I mean, it's a little hazy and chaotic to view, but sometimes it seems like you've just got to scrape together what you've got and do what you can.
Well, that's very exciting. I'm glad that the FABLE franchise will take this bold step into nuanced, gritty storytelling about moral grays in a setting that makes no sense.
No, it's like Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. It's totally cogent. It's fine.
It's still funny though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, intentionally or
Preferably.
Like funny, ha.
Gentlemen, I get to go next. FABLE is going to push the absolute cutting edge of immersive partner AI to drive home the vision of earlier FABLE games. FABLE will use ChatGPT for your dog to determine its actions and behaviors at a regular tick rate with no limits of what it's capable of. This will result in some players' dogs buying up most of the main town in FABLE and driving prices up so high that no business can survive.
Good Lord. This is a smart dog.
A terrifyingly so one, yes. This is a very smart dog. He is not a good boy, though. This is really going to deliver on what Peter Molyneux saw in the vision of earlier FABLE. The connection between you and the dog will be ever-changing and tumultuous. We go next to Bob. Bob, tell me something about FABLE.
FABLE will be the first completely unfiltered, not woke, Microsoft comedy game with true humor. That means, now for titles, we used to have stuff like Chicken Chaser. That was like the main one.
Yeah.
Now they can have slurs.
Oh my God!
What the fuck?
You're just You get drunk and then they all get racist?
Well, you buy it yourself. You tell them what slur you want to be called.
Oh, it's well, that's actually really progressive.
That seems empowering.
I feel empowered already.
You're taking it back.
That's incredible. I'm glad the AI doesn't just assign me. I get to go shopping.
I guess it could sometimes assign you. We haven't figured out the kinks yet.
Yet again, that's not very progressive of you. That's terrible. Chris, I'm going to go to you next for your first gamer premonition about Fable in the hopes it doesn't involve slurs.
You might wish it did when I'm finished talking.
No!
Now, Microsoft, terrible company, joke of a company. Xbox, terrible division, joke of a division. Wildly out of touch. The exact same brain disease as every major, executive company right now. So, they will have a transmedia tie-in for Fable.
Ooh.
You will see ads featuring both them and their chosen property. Considering that Fable is definitely not coming out in 2026, it will pretty much land right on top of their preferred choice, Shrek. Not only will there be a cross-media promotion between Fable and Shrek 5 out June 2027, Shrek will appear in Fable to give you a very minor side quest that you only get if you buy the most expensive edition of the game or turn in a Shrek 5 ticket stub on a website, like with a code. And they will give you a code to download this tiny DLC. Shrek will not be voiced by Mike Myers. It will be an AI recreation of Mike Myers.
Come on.
Of course.
Get out of my swamp.
God.
The sad part is this is just going to make Shrek 5 look bad.
I know. People will be like, man, I can't believe Shrek 5 was sullied by this Fable game.
Right?
Well, that moves us on to round 2 of the gamer premonitions for Fable. This game is barely 11 hours long, with 3 sizable quest lines that have nothing to do with the rest of the game and drop off entirely without any proper resolution. One of these is so abrupt and awful that in the middle of an escort mission where you're taking an NPC to another nation, they abruptly, after a battle, insist that they can make it the rest of the way themselves because the plans to make the environment for that nation were dropped mid-development.
I'm sure it's just over that next hill. I'll be fine.
I'll be great. You clearly got rid of all of the bandits.
No, I can see it from up here. It's beautiful. It's so well rendered with a great draw distance. No, you stay there.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome. It's at least twice as good looking as Borderlands 4 over there. I gotta go. You stay, hero.
It's like freaking Final Fantasy 15. You get on a train and get to see little bits of it.
The probability is high. You're just in a caravan.
Uh-huh.
You look out your tiny little window on the side of your wagon or whatever. You see it. You're just like, wow, that'll be great when I get there. The writer's like, yeah, we're definitely going there next, hero.
Absolutely.
Bob, you get to follow up the second premonition of round 2.
My premonition is actually somewhat similar to what you just stated.
Oh, that's not good.
Fable, it doesn't really have an open world. It's more just a set of a few different fables, kind of like we saw Jack and the Beanstalk in that trailer. Mm-hmm. It's just going to be about 5 different set pieces based on different British fables. And each one's going to have a, famous celebrity.
So who's the famous celebrity in the werewolf one? And which fable is that?
Well, it's not really a werewolf. It's Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, okay.
But, he dresses up as a wolf. Well, sorry, he's a wolf and he dresses up as a woman. So obviously it's Ricky Gervais and he has some great jokes.
Oh, no.
What the fuck?
That's great. I'm excited to get locked into a 10-minute boss fight with him in this cave as he delivers all these hilarious jokes. Mm-hmm. That's delightful. That's exquisite. I couldn't ask for more, but I will. Chris Wolfhart, what is your second premonition?
So, big game in development hell. The studio perhaps does not have the expertise to make it. You might say they need some help. They might need some new tools that Microsoft is very invested in. Mm-hmm. They will let these tools give them ideas for mechanics to be in the game. Specifically, the morality system, very common in Fable. The morality system will be completely conceptualized by AI, which will result in a morality system where you can tell what the character's morality is by the color of their skin.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh. How did they ship the game with that?
Well, AI also checked its own work to make sure that it was okay. They replaced all the people that would check that with AI.
Jesus Christ. Aggro, I don't like this premonition. Do you have one? I need to watch this one out of my mouth.
In the modern age we live in, it is very important that we make these tentpole, big budget games accessible to as wide an audience as possible. But we also know that the tastes of audiences have matured. In order to accommodate both of these truths, Fable will feature a wide variety of content, including some more, let's say, spicier adult themes, which you will only be able to access once you've downloaded the Microsoft app and given it a picture of your face in order to age verify that you are of legal standing in your state or province to be able to access these bits of, let's call it, mature content.
Cool. That's awesome. This is a sick win for the gamers. Finally, we're no longer being censored or boxed in. We're getting content that's appropriate for my age, and I don't need to consider any other end of the ramifications of what's occurred. Thank you, Fable. So based. Gentlemen, this brings us to the lightning round. We have 3 questions. Let's get it started. Question number 1. How many minutes will Richard Ayoade, sorry if I murdered his name, appear in the final game? Bob.
Oh, he's on the final game. That was the trailer.
Chris.
0. Yeah, I'm with Bob.
Aggro.
It's about 25 minutes of solid dialogue stretched over the first 4 hours, and then regular context barks will play when you do certain things for the rest of the game.
I'm going to say 14 minutes. It is the very opening of this game. What happens in this quest will make no sense in the larger context of this game.
It'd be so funny if you get like your face completely messed up at the end of this encounter. So then you go into character creator.
That would be pretty funny.
That'd be fantastic.
That would be pretty funny. I hope they do that.
Question number 2. Will Peter Molyneux reveal himself? Bob.
Yeah, no, not even he wants to be associated with this.
Aggro.
Yes, he will appear as an NPC in a hidden area in a fancy outfit, introduce himself as Lord Britisher, and send you on a quest to find his missing son, Milo.
Chris Wolfhart.
Yes, in a pathetic desperation move, Microsoft will bring him on stage and announce he is somehow involved in a way he's not really, but they're going to pretend in a last-ditch effort to make anybody care about this game and prevent corporate from canceling it.
Peter Molyneux will reveal himself at the very last moment as a part of the game's ramping up to the post-game game-as-a-service situation.
Oh my God.
Just like Suicide Squad, he is a huge, important member of what the plot of the post-game will be about, and he is dressed in heavenly garb Ironically, you, the hero, must be taken down by this allegiance of Molly News. And the third question, will this game actually come out? Bob?
Of course not.
Chris?
No.
Dr. Aggro?
Every day they're not canceling this game, they're having to pay humans instead of investing in AI. No.
I'm going to say yes because my luck is terrible. There's somehow no way I'm going to get out of streaming this game. People want to watch me play this, and because of that, it will ship. Some creature of some shape titled FABLE will ship, completely half-formed. That ends the lightning round, which means we're on to round 3 of our gamer premonitions, and Bob gets to start us off.
Okay, so this is a fully single-player game, but it will require always online connection, so it can use online chat bots to power certain NPCs. One of the NPCs, bartender, he becomes very quickly convinced that he's actually running a noodle shop, and he won't stop telling you about the gang activity in the local area. This unfortunately makes the game unbeatable because that gang does not exist. The quest line won't proceed unless you take them out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think so.
That's really great. That's I've never been so compelled by a video game to take action before. Oh my god. Do you think they'll tie the AI integration into Game Pass Ultimate? If you have Game Pass Normal, you can't. It doesn't count. You have to have Game Pass Ultimate, or otherwise the bartender's silent. This includes if you bought it on a disc.
Right, of course.
Jesus. Chris, we are going to you for your third premonition.
You will not be able to be a wizard in Fable.
Oh.
There will be wizards in Fable, and they will have a portrayal that is so embarrassing, limp, unfunny, and clown shoes that Aggro will get genuinely angry.
It's starting already.
So you can't be a wizard. What can you be? Just someone with a sword?
Someone with a sword, and you might have 1 or 2 spells, almost like they're basing this on another major game franchise where you have swords and 1 or 2 spells. Maybe where you're some kind of caster or perhaps witcher.
Don't say. Interesting. Aggro, what is your third gamer premonition?
Near to or before the midpoint of this game, the narration of Richard Ayoade will cease, and that role will be replaced by a new character, a robot version named Richard AI Yoade, who has to, for very serious and artistically valid reasons, be portrayed by a generative AI version of Richard Ayoade's voice.
I had a few seconds of hope this was like Ghost in Destiny where they swapped it out for a cheaper voice actor, but of course not.
No. It's okay, though. This is a different guy. This is Richard AI.
We got to log those Copilot uses.
Aggro, I just don't know if AI Yoade is capable of holding up to the comedy gold that Richard will present in the opening of this game because, gentlemen, it's going to be a brief segment. However, there's going to be constant jokes about how the giant is a vegetarian, so he won't eat the main character as giants are stereotyped to do, but he really wishes he would make an exception because she pissed him off so much. This is going to be the joke, singular, nonstop repeated through the whole sequence. Because he's a crops master, he's a vegetable smith, he's a vegetarian, but he really wishes he could eat her. She makes him so mad.
That's gonna be hilarious.
It's gonna be absolutely hilarious. You're gonna slip bacon into his sandwich, and that's why he's gonna be that mad at you.
Great.
It's gonna be the funniest 14 minutes of gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. This brings us to our final round of gamer premonitions for Fable. Chris, we're starting off with you.
Now, Fable, little bit of an edgy series. You know, you can abuse and kill these peasants. You can throw baby chicks up into the air and audibly crunch them and eat them. And in fact, you have to do that in order to get into some evil areas in some of the games. You know, there's fart jokes. There's a lot of the very juvenile British humor. All that scares Microsoft, so they'll sand it off. So instead, you will beat the game and wonder where it was. Not that humor, the game. They will create something spiritually identical to Immortals of Avium.
Ugh. But that implies our hero will have a cool catchphrase like sigil up.
He'll just say, "This is no Fable" a lot.
Oh, no.
I really don't need a Fable game that's making jokes about Fable being the name of the game for the entire game, and that's the only joke.
That's what it's going to be. I'm sorry. I've foreseen the future.
This is terrible. Aggro, can you tell me something to distract me? What is your final gamer premonition?
In the final arc of Fable, your character, through great deeds and heroism, will have risen to a position of considerable honor and political influence in the kingdom. The culminating quest of the game has you trying to secure the legacy of Albion, its position in the world, and you will have the option of whether to spend an enormous amount of the kingdom's treasury purchasing the crown of the King of Acta Blazeria in order to strengthen Albion's market position.
Oh my God.
Not doing so will lead to immediate financial ruin for the kingdom. And doing so ushers in a beautiful golden age of Albion's dominance where nothing could ever possibly go wrong.
I feel like this is actually in Fable 3.
It's going to be really good when they purchase that crown and the Sonarians just explode. Gentlemen, every time you get completely shit-faced in the pub in Fable, you roll against a random, scant chance to encounter Conquer, the only meaningful cameo in this game. It will, however, be ruined as it is written off as a dream sequence because even in the world of Fable, Conquer is too fantastical a creature.
He's just a talking squirrel.
Too fantastical.
All right.
It's too much. Someone at Microsoft said it wasn't believable. You gotta
not just think about Fable. It's all gotta be very believable.
It's gotta be very believable. We gotta not have too ridiculous of moments. You can't strive too far. But Conquer fans will be elated. They'll be like, anything. We got anything. My God, if there's one thing I was waiting for, it was Unreal Engine 5 Fidelity Conquer's face.
Yeah, who would want to see that?
And they'll be like, well, what was his face like? And the main character will be like, oh, it was great. It looked at least twice as good as Borderlands 4.
Why does he keep saying that?
I don't know. I don't know. This was like their comedy bit for the game, I guess. It just seems weird and vindictive.
Yeah, by the time this game comes out, the Borderlands 5 will be out.
Bob, you get to deliver our very final gamer premonition on Fable.
Okay, so facial animations are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And our main character has a very articulately well-made face that animates very well, and a whole bunch of animations around that and around her whole body. So there's no like regular customization, but there will be a total of 5 hairstyles to choose from. And there might be some items to change your skin color.
Oh, some items to change your skin color.
Uh-huh. Different kinds of polishes, some might call them.
You know, I'm just not gonna worry about what the items are. I'm gonna focus on the fact it's customizable and be like, all right.
They might trigger certain titles unlocking.
No! No! God, no! Maybe they should just cancel this game already. I'm starting to think this isn't a good thing if this game releases. Why did our audience want to see me suffer by playing this? Don't they know that's the only thing tying this game to this side and not letting it slip to the other? Oh. Anyway, thank you all for listening to these Gamer Premonitions. We're actually going to have extra Gamer Premonitions. If you head on over to patreon.com/gbpodcast, you can listen to them. There is a link in the description. This show, like our other podcasts, is made with a ton of time and top-tier equipment that improves sound quality and production speed. The GB Podcast Network is only possible with viewer support, so if you enjoyed it, then please head on over to patreon.com/gbpodcast today and check out our tons of exclusive content and the hit movie, Isolation 119. The executive producers for this month's GigaBoots videos are Spaceman Spiff, Red Blaze 27, Brendan O'Sullivan, Cooper Tank, BN12, Rado, and Virnbarm. Thank you very much to our executive producers, and also these guys. If you want to become an executive producer or a normal patron, head on over to patreon.com/gigaboots today.